Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
It's a tradition so many high school seniors look forward to, but tonight one Macomb County school had to cancel its homecoming football game, and it's because of an issue schools around the country are facing.
But first, an Oakland County group home is shut down by the state after shocking claims about how the patients were being treated. Glad you're with us at 11. Included in those violations, workers didn't know for hours that a woman was dead. All
residents, though, have been moved out of Heather Pines, the facility on Easton and Clarkston Road in Clarkston. Jason Colthorpe has more on the conditions inside and gets an explanation from the owners.
The state's latest investigation of Heather Pines that shut it down goes back to last May. It found several violations ranging from staffing levels to patient care, and the specifics are hard to stomach.
Facility residents were repeatedly left on the floor after falling out of bed during the midnight staff shift. Several residents were often left in soiled diapers and conditions for hours, including once when a nurse observed a resident lying in a bed soaked in urine and feces that had begun to stick to her skin. An outside nurse said staff was too lazy to change a man's bandage on his neck, causing it to reinfect. As she bathed him, a family of maggots was discovered in the neck wound. The report states she removed 28 maggots from that wound. On July 29th, direct care workers failed to notice that a resident had passed away for hours. The woman's relative arrived to find her at the dining table, hunched over in her wheelchair with mucus stretching from her nose to her lap.
He also stated that a lot of these residents are left in their own feces, in their own urine for hours at a time.
No,
I mean, that doesn't sound like care.
That's what, when these citations were given, we corrected it.
The owners of Caremore Assisted Living, which owns Heather Pines and several other facilities, blame the violations on bad employees.
That employees who performed those acts were no longer working with us. We sent them right then and there, had them resign the job. This is a past issue. It is not current. And unfortunately, we were not given the time to prove ourselves right.
Now, more on that incident where the resident died. The state found that the vice president of the company falsified the incident report, trying to say that she'd only been out in the dining area for 30 minutes before she was discovered. The owners believe that, but I spoke to the daughter of that woman who died late tonight, and she said it was 4 hours because she's documented it with a hospice nurse, a pastor who had spoken to her mother, and a trainee who saw her never move for those hours. And when she got there, she said she was cold to the touch. Rigor mortis had set in, all while the staff was serving dinner to the other residents around her. Back to you.
It is so difficult to hear those living conditions, Jason. I'm wondering, where did the residents go when that home was closed, the rest of them?
It was quite a struggle. I did speak to a relative of a woman who was moved, and she said it was an all-day process. There were 11 that needed to be moved. All have found new places. 7 of them, by the way, were relocated to other facilities, group homes, that are owned by these owners. So there's still some, including some people who are saying they're keeping a closer eye on their loved ones after this report.
Yeah. All right.
Back to you.
Jason, thanks. 3 people have been arrested in connection to the murder of a Wayne County corrections officer. Devontae Jones was off duty when he was shot several times last month. It happened as he dropped off a friend at the townhomes near East Forest in the Chrysler Service Drive. Detroit police will release more information about the arrests tomorrow morning.
High school tradition. Mount Clemens supposed to have its homecoming football game tomorrow night, but late this afternoon the players found out it's been canceled. They're crushed. Their parents aren't happy either. Mara McDonald live at the school with more on the problem here. Mara?
On Friday, apparently they've been trying for weeks and no luck. You look really disappointed. The varsity squad at Mount Clemens High was all ready for the big homecoming game tomorrow night until late this afternoon.
He called and said, "Mom, we're not having no game because we don't have no referee."
Homecoming game is everything. It sets your high school off. It brings your high school together. It's everything for the seniors, down to the freshmen.
The athletic director breaking the news to the boys before a team dinner. They can't find any refs for the game against Potterville. so it's canceled. Were you guys really looking forward to this?
We was really looking forward to this game just because it's my last year. Last year we only played like 3 games just because of COVID. We was all in the house and everything, so this game really meant something to us.
The boys couldn't play last year courtesy of COVID, but they spent the whole summer conditioning for this season.
It's our last year and we're on our road to breaking records and just making a big mark in our school.
You have everybody in your city or in your town coming out to support you, to help you win. And not to mention, we will be the first team Mount Clemens ever had since the 2000s to be going to the playoffs.
And it just hurt, though, to see other guys like Desari and Jordan and Mac who can't play their senior year homecoming.
Back here live, I think it's pretty clear after talking to some of the players, they feel really let down by the athletic director. They just think that not enough was done. She says they have been trying for weeks to come up with referees for this game and just have had no luck, and that they would have let it ride until tomorrow had the game not been against a team that is significantly, outside of Metro Detroit. They're playing Potterville, so they opted to just cancel it. The kids are crushed. I reached out to the MHSAA late this evening. Let's see if that group can come up with any sort of option when it comes to refs. We're live in Mount Clemens tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
That's so strange. What's behind it? All right, Mara. A coronavirus vaccine for children could be coming soon.
Yeah, today Pfizer submitted an emergency request to the FDA for children ages 5 to 11. During trials, children were given 2 smaller doses than what is given to anyone 12 and older. Pfizer says those shots produced antibody responses and side effects seen in a similar study of adults. An FDA advisory panel will meet October 26th, and if regulators agree, children could get the shots within a matter of weeks. A federal appeals court has ruled in favor of a group of athletes at Western Michigan University. They sued to be able to play sports without getting a COVID vaccine. The athletes say they asked for an exemption on religious grounds, but were ignored or denied. The university can require, though, that the athletes be masked and tested on a regular basis.
United States will likely avoid a default crisis. Tonight, the Senate voted to raise the debt limit by $480 billion, so the bill extends the government's borrowing authority into December. It passed on a vote of 50 to 48. After weeks of fighting, congressional leaders reached this breakthrough when Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell proposed the short-term extension. But experts have warned a default would devastate the economy. The House is likely to return to approve the measure next week, but we'll see what happens in December.
We'll be following it. Well, he stole a Penske truck, but police were all on his tail because something inside was tracking his every move.
How they eventually got the thief to surrender coming up. Here comes Andrew.
And Kimberly and Devin, we still have damp conditions out there with rain still falling, not very heavily, but still showing up here on Storm Tracker 4. How long does it last for tonight? What about when you wake up tomorrow morning and your weekend? I've got your full weather forecast in minutes.
Almost 15 years ago, this happened.
Tara Grant's sister, Alicia.
Yeah, there are those moments when I'm talking to somebody, I think, did that really happen? Because the look on their face is obviously the same as what I went through.
Tara Grant brutally murdered by her own husband, Stephen. And now, during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, Alicia and Tara's own children share an important message with all of you.
It's more important now than ever that we continue to raise awareness for domestic violence.